This is why building good habits at a young age is going to be a monumental shift for your life and how it's going to impact yourself, your family, and your friends. When bad shit happens in your life, you have two routes. The first route is you entering chaos. Everything in your life goes to shit. Everything goes wrong. Nothing goes right. And you fall into this bad pattern of self doubt. You fall into this bad pattern of following all these bad habits and just becoming the absolute worst version of you. Then the second version of you is when bad shit happens in your life and you utilize the good habits, the good routines, the good things that you've built up for yourself over the years. Take a little step back, reevaluate, reassess, right? Get your feet back on track, start taking action a little bit every single day. And then all of a sudden you soar. You just absolutely soar. That's it. There's two versions. That's it. There's no middle ground. There is literally no middle ground. And the reason why I say this is because I was literally both sides of it. 4 months ago, my grandma died right in front of me. Had a heart attack. Traumatic, worst experience of my entire life. Will never ever forget it. I feel like it's the very thing that's shaping me now every single day to just get a little bit better. 4 months went by of me just sacrificing my mental energy for my own family, sacrificing what I want to do to help my family, doing things that I wouldn't normally do to help my family, and also trying to take care of myself, trying to grow my businesses, trying to go and do all these things. I had a merch pop up a month later, and it was an absolute failure. It was terrible. Nobody showed up. It was in a terrible location. I mean, not the worst location. I'm very grateful for the people that let me do it there. But there was no foot traffic. I barely made any sales. It was awful. It was bad, but I still pushed through that. I still pushed through those things. And I'm still trying to build those things and keep growing those things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's both sides of it. And now I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I lost a bunch of weight, my physique looked like shit, I wasn't going to the gym, I wasn't hanging out with my friends, I was just playing video games all night long. Henceforth, falling back onto those bad habits, that version of me, that's what emerged from it. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this right now, and what I'm trying to explain to you guys right now, is that you need to be able to understand when you have to like take time for yourself and when you have to sacrifice some things. Because the only reason why things started changing in my life and now to where I feel like I'm back to my normal self, I'm happy again, I'm sleeping again, I'm eating like crazy again, I'm getting the best workouts in, I'm playing tennis again, all my businesses are starting to, I can see the trend is going up, you know what I'm saying? The videos are getting more views, money is starting to come in more, right? All of this only started when I decided to stop doing the bad habits. When I decided to stop focusing on distracting myself. I would wake up in the morning and just start doom scrolling for like 2-3 hours in the morning. And I never did any of this type of behavior before. I'm the type of person where I need to get work done. And it's just because of the bad thing that happened where I was like, I don't know what to do right now because I've never seen this before. I've seen it before when I was younger, but that was different. I was like a child. You know what I'm saying? Like there was some other shit that happened. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is that when bad shit happens in your life, and I'm trying to tell you this so that when shit happens in your life, you can remember this video. You can remember, oh shit, like there are two paths that have to happen real quick. Like this could happen or this other path could happen. Here's how you can just completely avoid this terrible down path that I went on for the past 3 months and just immediately shift over. The easiest way to do that is to take time for yourself. That is the one thing that I did not do. That is the one thing that I did not focus on. And what I mean by taking time for yourself, you could say, oh, you play video games every day. No, I was using video games and my phone and doom scrolling and all this crap to distract myself from facing the truth that what I went through was a terrible, terrible, terrible thing that happened. And I never really wanted to dive into it. What I decided to do instead was fill up my time with things that are distracting me so I don't have to think about that hard thing that happened. In reality, what really changed everything was a simple conversation with my girlfriend, just talking about it. Literally just talk about it. Or you could tell yourself, oh, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have this, blah, 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 blah. Bro, talk to your friends about it. Like, me talking to my friends about it and me inviting my friends over every day was like the best thing that I did for myself during that time. And I should have talked about it more, but I didn't, because I wanted to seem strong and I wanted to seem like I'm this guy who just has everything in control and I'm all good. When in reality, my brain was, everything was just crumbling apart. You know what I'm saying? So my best advice to you when bad shit happens in your life is to just let it out. Just let it out. Like, dead ass, let it out. I'm not even talking about like, oh, it's crying with my girlfriend and like all this shit. Bro, I cried when shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I suffered when that shit happened. I was just so shocked. Like, how could this happen to somebody? You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that before, so it was wild to me. But the biggest thing that changed for me was just having a conversation about it. Like, just letting those thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did this happen? How did this happen? How could this happen? Well, and then you just work through your problems. And I understand this is just how life goes sometimes. Sometimes life just happens like this. And these are the lessons that you learn as you navigate through life. You are constantly receiving so much information every single day, all the time, non-stop, scrolling on your phone, having conversations with people, looking out into the wilderness, seeing things on the road, driving, going to the gym, whatever the fuck it is, going to school. You are constantly receiving so much information. Not being able to talk about it or journal about it or just even visualize what's happening and figuring out what is real, what's not real, am I brainwashed, like what's happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these thoughts are just coming in nonstop. And if you isolate yourself, which is what I did, and you tell yourself, I could do it myself and I could be just fine. We need people at the end of the day. You always need people no matter what. Don't close yourself off like I did. Don't distract yourself like I did. Do the hard things. Do the hard things. And that's what I mean by taking care of yourself. That, to go back to my original point, that's what I mean by taking care of yourself, is by doing the hard things. Forcing yourself to get rid of the video games, the distraction. Forcing yourself to put your phone in another room so that you don't doom scroll, and that you can wake up and just make your bed and be productive and get ready and get the day going and all this type of stuff, right? Focusing on those hard things is what is going to push you to feel so much better. It's what's going to push you to becoming the best you again, the happiest you again, healing from whatever just absolutely killed your happiness and killed whatever peace you were feeling at that time. These are the things that you need to be focusing on, is building up those good routines again, starting over from the bottom again. That's what's going to help you achieve everything that you want in your life. That's my best advice to you, is to just focus on cutting out those distractions, focusing on cutting out the negative thoughts. And the easiest way that you're going to cut out the negative thoughts when bad stuff happens in your life is just by talking to people, journaling things down, focusing on meditation, focusing on becoming a better you. Because that's all you can really do at the end of the day. Only time, at the end of the day, this is also the truth, time is the only thing that's going to heal everything, right? If you go through a breakup, if you go through a death, if you go through some life-changing event, time is the only thing that will heal you. Time is the only thing that will heal you. However, it's not the only thing. It's like the biggest thing. Like, over time, you will heal from these things naturally because of all the information that you are getting every single day. Over time, if you start building up small good habits again for yourself, that time shortens, right? It shortens so much. If every single day for the past 3 months, I stay up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. playing Marvel Rivals, and I just can't get out of this rut, it would be another 4 or 5 months before I finally start feeling like me again. Now, normal, me. Energetic, happy, positive, funny guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, in shape, all this type of stuff. Like, it would take 4 or 5 more months for me to get to this point now, where I'm locked in on my goals again, where I'm feeling good again, and I'm back to my normal self. I just want you to realize that. If I didn't stop, right? I literally just had a conversation with my dad yesterday, and he was like, how you feeling? Like, all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm feeling great. Like, I uninstalled all my video games. You know, I'm waking up on time. I'm eating like 4 eggs a day again. Like, I'm back on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, why didn't you listen to me earlier when I said this 3 months ago? And I literally said, I was like, bro, I just needed a distraction. I had to distract myself. But I didn't need that. I look back on it, and all I can think about right now is, what a waste of my time. What a waste of my time. Why was I doing all that stuff? I feel so much more driven. I feel so much happier now. I feel so much better about myself now. And I feel like I've healed from this thing that was just holding on. Just a huge weight on my shoulders. And I never realized why. Because internally, I just felt so chaotic. And internally, I felt so chaotic, so my actions were also chaotic. Me waking up super late, going to bed super late, playing video games, doing all these bad habits and stuff like that. So that's my best advice to you guys on this. When bad shit happens, do this. Just do this. Just start building up those good habits for yourself and cut out those distractions. Because in the moment, you think you need it. It's the biggest crutch that you can hold on to. Sitting around watching Netflix all day, watching YouTube, doom scrolling on TikTok, all this stuff is easy and it's simple and it's comfortable. But at the end of the day, it's not good for you at all. And the things that aren't good for you are going to feel like they're great for you, but they're not. They're just not. You got to look deeper. You got to look harder. It's just not good for you. And the reason why it's not good for you is because that's how they were designed. These things were designed to make you feel a certain way. These things were designed to make you feel hooked to it, to avoid your emotions, to unlearn everything that you've ever learned, to get rid of your imagination, get rid of your creativity. That's what all these things were created for. And once you realize that, the bad shit happens in your life. Bad shit's gonna happen in your life. It's always gonna happen in your life. There's nothing that you can do to avoid that. You can manifest all the positivity that you want in your life. Eventually, everything comes to an end. Whether that's death, whether that's losing a friend, losing a girlfriend, maybe just seeing something happen to an animal. You don't know what's going to happen in life. Those things are literally things that you just can't control. But what you can control is your own mind, how you perceive things, how you react to things. That's what you can control. And with that being said, take action. Take action on what you know you can control. Take action on what you can control. Take action on yourself. Cut out those distractions. Cut out those useless things that don't matter. And your life is just going to get so much better. It's going to evolve like crazy. Your life is just going to transform. Because instead of thinking so negatively about yourself, you're finally thinking positively about yourself. You finally see some momentum in yourself a little bit every single day. The law of accumulation states that when you focus on small habits every single day, making your bed, going to bed on time, eating right, eating healthy, doing all these things, the positive effects of it and the negative effects of it eventually accumulate to something bigger in your life. That's what you got to know about the law of accumulation. And when you understand this, you got to realize that all those good things that you're doing for yourself are going to lead to the big wins. And it's due to the fact that you're doing all these small things every single day. But all the bad things as well also lead to bigger things in your life too. So you got to keep that into account with whatever you're doing and be very conscious about it. Be very intentional about how you spend your energy. Be very intentional about all these things that you're going through, because I promise you, when you do this, your life is going to change. Don't make the same mistakes I did, you guys. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment for more. And if you guys want one-on-one training, then sign up with the link down below on my calendar. Let's get talking. I'd love to help you guys out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, don't make the same mistakes I did. And I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day.